Hello again, it's Jason here, one half of the Me&Him podcast. I'm here with my dad, Matt. How you going, Dad?
I'm still alive, son. I think that's a bonus.
You say that every week now. Like, that's the only reason we're doing this podcast. It's like,
hey, I say it every bloody day to myself, you know.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. And, you know, these interviews and this season keeps on getting better and better. Like, I've had some great feedback about our early couple of episodes with Tim and Kim's show. Have you listened to those episodes recently? And, you know, it sort of just reflected on some of those learnings?
Of course. I've absorbed them deeply and meaningfully.
Yeah. You make any changes at 81 or what? Or are you just going to...
No, look I'll leave the Kardashians as they are.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of Kardashians, we have an amazing guest this podcast. It's a gentleman who I've come to know more recently. He is one of our regional coordinators for the men's table, which is something we've spoken about in previous episodes, or I think in season 1 when the idea first sort of arose. And so I'd like to welcome Dave Robertson to the podcast, Me&Him podcast. How are you, Dave?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Jason. I'm glad to be here, and thanks for the intro. And it's been good chatting with you and also Matt just a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. It's always hard to find the time that works for all of us, and without fail, Dad always forgets anyway. So then it's just a hassle to get.
Hang on a minute, son. Yes, but not always.
Not always. No. 30% of the time. All right. Fair enough. I misspoke. But Dave, so good to have you on. You have been someone who has obviously got involved in the men's table. Maybe how long have you been doing it? Like, what's your association been?
Gosh, just before I go there, I want to just say that when you first floated the idea of coming on the podcast, I had a listen to. It was only a few weeks ago, I think it was posted, your podcast with Dr. Kim.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really good to hear the three of you guys. And I take my hat off to you. Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and Kim is just so amazing, isn't he? Like, I mean, he packages little nuggets of life truths and delivers them down the pike, and you're just like, he's kind of like, I hope you take it. I hope you will be better.
Yeah.
If you listen.
Yeah. And look, I don't know whether I'm in the same league, but I'm happy to be here.
Come on. No, so Kim is his own special individual, as are you, Dad, as am I, and as are everyone.
Oh, my God.
First time I ever said it, but let's give him credit where credit's due. No, Dad shows up, as Tim said in episode 1, Dad shows up, he approaches with enthusiasm, he gives us a good crack, and which is it's a lot to be, thankful for. So I appreciate that, Dad. But look,
I noticed the connection that you guys had.
Right.
I picked up on that.
Yeah,
and I thought that's great. And to hear you both kind of talking and bantering, to me that was awesome, father and son. And sorry, I'm interrupting your introduction.
I have no idea what's going on now.
Actually, forget about him, Dave. It's you and me.
All right, you take it away, Dave. What do you want to ask Dave?
No, I just want to say how much of a privilege it is to have someone like you. My life is closing, but my passion for learning hasn't stopped. And these podcasts and interviews with people like you who are doing incredibly constructive and helpful things for men.
You're making me more nervous, Dad. Just, yeah.
No. Are blowing my mind. I didn't realize, because I've been used to living alone, and I've lived alone. I'm an only child. I've lived alone most of my life. Had a few try before you buys, including his mother. But
I'll edit that bit out.
Yeah, we've been divorced 51 years, so everything's settled. But it's such an educational
process.
More than a process, it's just almost a hyperbolic learning curve. And there are things that I did not know were happening in this world where men needed to connect with each other. I know.
Now we're getting to the core of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been all my life opposed to domestic violence. Males against females. But I didn't know until only recently, the last, what is it, son, 8 months or so.
Yeah, we've got to update Dave a question soon, so come on, keep going.
Yeah, there are networks evolving to connect men, give them a sense of identity, help them through their frustrations and so forth. And being a baby boomer, I was entirely oblivious of that until we started this podcast.
Yeah. All right, well, that's a perfect chance to get you involved. So, yeah, talk to us about what you do, your organisation, and the rest, Dave.
So going back to your original question, I joined My Table, and I live just outside of Uralla, up on the New England tablelands, and Armidale's only 25 k's away, and My Table, MT for Men's Table, number 42. It started about 3.5 years ago now.
How many tables are there? You got 42?
Well, that was number 42.
Yeah.
Like the organisation started in 2011 with MT1 in
Right.
Surrey Hills in Sydney.
Yeah.
Armidale Table was number 42 3.5 years ago.
Wow.
Now and we've now just numbered number 230.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
phenomenal.
And what is a table? A table is a group of men, ideally kind of 10 to 12 men, that meet together once a month over a meal. And so we've got in excess of 2,000 men Australia-wide that come together and talk about the things that you were just touching on, Matt. And we have, I'm not trying to do a sales speech, but we have what we call our fundamentals. And they underpin everything, including the organisation. And our fundamentals are kind of a set of guiding principles. They're not rules as such, and I can tell you from long experience, they work. Now, I'll touch on the long experience bit in a little bit, but I had a bit to do with the kitchen, because I was one of the original co-hosts, or one of the early co-hosts, I should say.
Sorry, the kitchen.
Yes, yeah. So the kitchen is kind of like HQ.
Dad loves
if you
the
like.
kitchen, by the way. Like, that's where he's mostly found.
Right. Okay. So the kitchen is kind of the Men's Table HQ, and all of our naming is around meals. And we're called the kitchen because we serve the men at our tables.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And there's about 17 of us in the kitchen, I think. And I'm one of, I forget the exact number, but it might be like about 10 regional hosts around the country.
Wow.
And as a regional host, if you think, coordinator and kind of, bit of a mentor perhaps sometimes, but just kind of making sure that tables are going okay, and trying to keep things going towards the fundamentals.
And Dad, these fundamentals,